Sometimes the news can be a little much. It's good to just turn off the TV, and even I'll advocate sometimes you just got to turn off the radio and get outside. This is my favorite time of the year. We've got fall upon us, and there's tons of stuff going on. You can just walk through your neighborhood and look at all the trees and the changing leaves and just realize how wonderful and beautiful things are. But that's not the only place you can venture out to. You can venture out to all kinds of places in and around Springfield. And to talk about the events that are going on heading into the fall, we are joined now by Amy Beadle from Visit Springfield. Amy, always great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning, Greg. It is such a beautiful morning out. As a matter of fact, you're mentioning the trees. I just passed by a most vibrant red tree I've ever seen. It was just, that was like a true signal that fall is coming or fall is here, I suppose. So
yeah,
it doesn't really
no question.
feel like it these last few days. But,
we've had more warm temperatures than maybe we would like to consider, but there's a plethora, I guess we should say a cornucopia of things going on, right? I mean, is that appropriate?
For this time of year?
Absolutely. So I guess break it down for us. Let's start with, people love the pumpkin spice and everything nice. So we got some pumpkin patches going to be available and a variety of other things.
Absolutely. Well, let's start with the end in mind. We'll repeat this again at the end, but the Visit Springfield staff, especially Mike Reifler, has put together 2 blogs. So everything we're saying here, you can find easily on our website. We have a fall events blog, and we have a pumpkin and haunts blog. So all the things we're mentioning here you'll find on our website. But yeah, pumpkin patches are great. We were out at Bomb Keys on Friday taping a segment for News Channel 20 and had a beautiful time out there. They have really expanded. Each year they try to change things up a little bit. So you've got Bomb Keys pumpkin patch, you've got Kristen's pumpkin patch, you've got Indian Knolls, Apple Barn is always a huge favorite, Jeffrey's Orchard, Pumpkin Creek Farms, Indian Creek Farmstead. I mean, if you can't find somewhere to go outside, have fun with the kiddos, and all these places have fun, kids activities and wagon rides, and I mean, just a variety of different things that you can do while you're out there. I think it's the Apple Barn maybe that has like a apple cider slushy just all kinds of stuff. This is the time of year for treats and sweets for sure.
Well, and it looks like too you've got listed Fido-friendly events, and looks like most of them from the one in Chatham at the Apple Barn, Fido friendly. You've got the Kristen's Pumpkin Patch is Fido friendly, as well as Indian Knoll pumpkins in Mechanicsburg. Another thing too here is it shows. I mean, this is all over the county. It's not just Springfield. You can go to Chatham, Sherman, Petersburg, all over the county and get a different experience.
Yeah, we're typically talking about what's happening in Springfield proper, but for this time of year, it's really important also, since we're talking to more of the local audience, that we emphasize that there are things that are just a few short minutes away that are really, really worth taking advantage of. And sometimes people want to go to different places, each weekend in October. So check them all out. One of the things that we did with the communication pieces, the blogs, is that Mike took the time to break it down into a legend. So there are family-friendly events, Fido-friendly events, 21-plus events. There are some of those types of things happening at the Halloween time. So we try to make it as easy as we can for you to kind of query down what's happening and what's best for the interests that you have.
Talking with Amy Beadle. She is with Visit Springfield. Of course, you can find out more with their blog, breaking all of this down. But we just sampled some of the pumpkin patches that there are. Obviously, this is going to be family-friendly, and a lot of it is outdoors, walking around, taking in the fresh crispness of the autumn time. But you've also got some haunted things going on with Halloween just around the corner. Talk about the parades and the haunted houses.
Sure. Are you a haunted house person?
I love them. Okay, I'm a fan of haunted house. And here's why. The wife and I, we talk a lot about, how movies nowadays, we just can't really get into them because it's all like computer graphics and whatnot. We like practical effects. And that's the type of stuff you're going to find at a haunted house is those in-your-face practical effects.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's start off with one that's real practical, and that is Carter Brothers Haunted Hayrack Rides. This is their 40th year, so it's a really big time for them. I can remember it, for all that time. So that's one where you're going to go out and you're going to be on a hayrack ride, and you never know who's going to pop out. Headless Horseman. They've got all kinds of fun stuff going on.
Might hear a chainsaw off in the distance. I mean,
Jason-looking guy or something like that.
Oh, boy.
I will say they do have 2 Saturdays where they have family-friendly in the afternoon.
That's great.
So, again, if you have kids or you're like me and you don't want to be scared to death, then you can go during the daylight and be safe with that. So
Love that.
Then we've got Terror on the Square in Petersburg's coming back. And then, of course, Boo Crew Haunted House in Rochester is always a fan favorite. So all of those are happening. And then we have the 6th annual Parent Place Halloween Parade through downtown. Yes, that is a popular. That and the Christmas Parade are so well attended. That's
What's so
October
awesome
28th.
about it is, so September 28th, it's or October 28th, I should say.
Yeah.
October. It's just the weather's wonderful, and it's a nighttime parade. You go out for dinner, and then you just walk down the street, and you see the collection of people and all the floats that there are, and the just wonderful creativeness that for whatever reason the Halloween holiday really brings out in people.
It does. And typically, keep an eye on our website and on these listings, because typically you'll have some of the sites and attractions downtown doing a little pre-trick-or-treating. I know in the past years there's maybe been some at the Governor's Mansion, at the Lincoln Home. So all of that will be, getting added and timed and sent out via our social media as well. So, but yeah, that is a great time, very family-friendly, and we encourage lots of people to come down and take part in that.
Before we get into this next segment, let's be sure to reset and tell people where they can find all of this information in a very convenient spot. Listen, I know people are going to be listening to this while they're either on their way to work or maybe when they're making dinner later on tonight. Just pop it on and listen, and we encourage that. But you can get more detail, and especially the locations, times, and family-friendly versus 21 and up, or where you might be able to bring your dog as well. So give us that place where people can get all the information.
Absolutely. We've made it very easy for everyone. They can go onto our website, which is visitspringfieldillinois.com. You can go onto our blog section, and you can see our fall blog and our pumpkin and haunts blog. Any of that can be printed out, so you can take that with you. They also all link back to the events for each of those things, which are on our event page. So if you're just looking for something to do on a particular date or weekend, you can go into there, and it's all in date order, and you can see all the wonderful things happening in our community. We have upcoming events, which are for single day or weekend, and then we have an ongoing, which are those longer events that happen for a month or more in the community. So make sure you check out both.
Talking with Amy Beadle from Visit Springfield, and we're going to continue on here to talk about other events that you need to know about, including various walks. Obviously the hay rides are one thing, and the haunted houses are another thing. But when it comes to some of the markets and the walks that are available, people got to start thinking about the holiday season when it comes to the gifts they need to get their loved ones. Tell us about that.
Well, we've got a lot of great stuff going on. We have the Moonlight Meander at the Lincoln Memorial Gardens. That is a 21 and up event. Echoes of Yesteryear will be happening out at Oak Ridge Cemetery. That's always a great costumed period folks there telling the story of years past at the cemetery, which to me, the cemetery kind of goes along with a little bit of the fall spooky, haunted kind of a situation. The New Salem Candlelight Walk will be happening. And then we have the Fall Artisan Market at the Brinkerhoff House, as well as the Illinois Products Fall Market out at the fairgrounds will be happening. And then the Botanical Gardens out at Washington Park now does have a Botanical Garden Walk that started September 5th and goes through December 15th, so check our site out for that. And then, of course, we always have the Lincoln Ghost Walks. Those are very popular during October, and those are an evening walk. Reservations are required, so just jump on our website and get a link to that.
Absolutely. Again, talking with Amy Beadle about all things going on in and around the area for the Halloween, autumn time, and plenty of things for you to do to take the kids to for a pumpkin patch, or maybe to just go out with the friends for a scare. But either way, you're going to be definitely seeing all of this all throughout the area. We're not done yet talking.
Nope.
Of course, we've got to talk
be here
about
for days.
Yeah, and that's great because it just goes to show how how many events Springfield and the surrounding communities have for people, not just here in town, but if you've got friends visiting. Mm-hmm. It's a great opportunity for you to get out. Let's talk about Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular and a whole bunch of other Halloween-themed activities going on.
Absolutely. So the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular is the culmination of 2 weekends. We have the first weekend at the Carillon, which is the Carve for the Carillon. So this is where they invite everyone to come out, grab a pumpkin, and carve it, because last year it was 2,022 pumpkins got carved.
Wow.
And then the following weekend is the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular, and all of those carved pumpkins are then lit.
Nice.
And it is quite a spectacular to see. So that is something that's really great. They'll have other activities and things going on out there as well. Then we have, of course, the Harvest at the Gables. They have their annual fall event out there. A Vampires Ball at the Passfield House. So that sounds really fun.
Oh,
Again,
nice.
that's a 21 and up. Various different bars and wine bars and things are having events around town as well. Kind of an interesting one is the Dabble Springfield is doing a Halloween horror makeup tutorial.
Oh, nice.
So if you don't think that you can get scary enough, you can go attend that and find out how to make yourself real gory. So Shootoberfest is back at Robin Roberts Stadium, so that's always a really fun event. And then we have just a plethora, as you said, or a cornucopia.
Cornucopia.
Is the word we're using.
Absolutely.
Of other things happening. So we just encourage everyone to stay tuned. Also follow us on social media at Visit Springfield, Facebook and Instagram, and on LinkedIn. We're always posting things there as well.
And be part of the fun as well.
Yes.
If you're out and about taking a picture, you can tag Visit Springfield.
Please.
And it just goes to help highlight all of the great things that we have going on here in and around Springfield for the autumn season. It is upon us, and actually, I mean, looking at that forecast, Amy, it's a little warm today, but we're getting back into the upper 70s. We might hit some 80s later on this weekend, but
yeah,
we're getting there, and it's going to be
sweatshirt
beautiful.
weather at night, though, so
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
bundle up and go do some evening activities,
No
too.
question.
But, I won't complain about it.
No question. I'm with you. So one last time here, give us all of the information people need to find the blog posts of the incredible events going on in and around Springfield.
Fabulous. It is visitspringfieldillinois.com. You can either click on events, upcoming or ongoing, or you can go to our blog section, fall blog, and the Pumpkins and Haunts blog, and then follow us on social media at Visit Springfield.
Fantastic.
Work with a
And
team
share
that
those
can.
photos.
Amy Beadle, greatly appreciate you taking the time as always, and we'll see you out there with all the events you got going on.
Thanks.
All right, it is Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's news